talking about U.S. women's national team midfielder Catarina Macario officially signing with Chelsea. Another multi-year deal. It's announced on a 3-year deal and a free transfer from Lyon. Closed out her contract in France and then selected a new club. Very exciting time. Last time we checked in with Macario, it was unfortunately we had to talk a little bit and react to the fact that she made the announcement that she's ultimately withdrawing herself from World Cup selection. Just was unfortunately unable to. Again, we're talking about lots of timelines of things. I guess that's the actual theme of this episode. She was just unable to really get back to a place to make herself available for World Cup selection. But this is exciting. If you're again joining us live, we've got the video that Chelsea released in the announcement of Macario to the Blues. She's going to be rocking the number 9, another famous U.S. women's national team player, usually rocking that number. And Mia Hamm, I love it. I think this is a great move for Macario. I think going from one league in Europe to another league in Europe, I think is going to be incredibly beneficial, not just to her, but I think if we look at the future landscape of the women's national team, they're going to keep an eye on that as well. I know folks are itching for this player to get into NWSL, but I like this move. Just look at it as like a gradual kind of movement back west. Maybe eventually she'll make her way back stateside, but I think for this phase of her career so early on, I think these are all the right moves. I think she can have a huge impact for this team moving forward.
Oh, she definitely will have a huge impact for any team that she plays on, because she is just one of the most creative midfielders, forwards at times that we've seen in a long time. So I think this is a good move for Macario. You mentioned playing in 2 different leagues. You glean so much information about how other teams and how other countries look at the game, especially tactically, that she can bring that with her now to the national team when she rejoins them, or to NWSL someday, because I do believe she'll be back here at some point and playing in the league. But I remember the video when Chelsea won of Sam Kerr, like counting how many trophies they've won. Sam Kerr is going to be counting how many goals she gets off of Macario assists, because that combination, Sandra, is one that I cannot wait for. Sam Kerr getting the ball from Catarina Macario. I think we are going to hear that time and time again. And it'll be fun to see how she inserts herself into this league that has become very competitive over the last few years. It asks something different of you tactically. Can she adapt to that? I think 100% yes. And she's going to hit the ground running this season, because she isn't, I think she gave herself a little bit of a mental break by saying, I'm not going to be part of the women's national team. I cannot imagine, as a player with the drive that she has, what that felt like to withdraw yourself from the biggest thing that you could ever do in your career. But also it shows you a little bit of what her head is like, how steady she is in decision making. So this wasn't a decision on a whim to go to Chelsea. I think it was very purposeful. She knows that she can get better there. This is going to be a growth for her under Emma Hayes that I think we're going to see her develop a lot as a player in different ways. So I cannot wait. And she looks really happy. And that's all. Like, to go from, it's probably a great contract going to Chelsea. There's a lot of demand for this player, so it's hard not to be happy living in London. I
think there were, it was rumored that there were multiple teams right in the running and in pursuit of trying to sign Macario in Europe specifically. I know Chelsea was one of those teams, and I think you could point to almost any club that might have the money to move or make a move like this and say they were interested in Macario, right? I think we heard Barcelona and Bayern as well, but massive. And I'm with you. I can't wait to see what it looks like, the play between her and Kerr and moving forward. I think again timelines are the theme of the episode, but you've got Sam Kerr on a final year of her contract, and again, what's that going to look like? And I think they have their eyes on the prize, right? They want to get that long elusive Champions League title, and this is a player that can maybe come in and provide some added oomph and some added X factor to try to get them over that hump a little bit. Macario already a Champions League winner with Lyon, understanding the pressures and the demands of that tournament. So I'm eager to see what it looks like. The departures that they had in Harder, the unknown variables with Fran Kirby and if she is going to return. This is a player who has had to deal with numerous injury and setbacks throughout her career and is phenomenal on the pitch when available and healthy, but has said that if she has to go through another kind of career altering injury, that she will have some serious conversations about her eventual return or non-return. So I think there's definite, this signing was about right now and achieving goals in the near future, but it's also about longevity as well, and that they want to build with Macario for the future as well. So excited to see what it looks like when Macario suits up in blue.